Are you thinking about moving to Henderson, Nevada and curious how much it costs to live here?
Well, today we are going to go over everything associated with the cost of living in Henderson.
Hey everyone, I'm Kristen.
And I'm Catherine.
And we are the Thomas Group with Real Broker, your local Las Vegas and Henderson realtors. It has been a while since we updated our cost of living in Henderson video. So in today's video, we are going to break down every little thing that you need to know about the cost of living in Henderson, Nevada in 2023. Now really quick, before we get into it, if you are thinking about moving to Las Vegas or Henderson, we are specialists. We would absolutely love to help you, and we provide free consultations. You can find all of that at thethomasgrouplv.com.
And make sure that you hit that subscribe button and click notifications to stay up to date on all things with the Thomas Group.
Since we filmed our last cost of living update, which was about 2.5 years ago, the pandemic has changed things dramatically.
Really, it has.
Yeah, it really has. So because people were able to work from home, Las Vegas and Henderson saw such an influx of people that it really has pushed our cost of living up dramatically. So I would say while Las Vegas and Henderson used to be considered very affordable, I think now it's we're kind of more median or even medium high.
It's climbing a little bit. I mean, still very affordable compared to, like, say, California, New York, Chicago, Seattle, where I feel like a lot of our clients are coming from.
Exactly.
So affordable to them, but we are creeping up there a little bit.
We are. All right, so let's take a look at everything that will make up your cost of living here in Henderson, Nevada.
All right, so let's talk about income. Currently, the median household income is $80,000, and minimum wage is $10.50 if they do not offer health benefits, $9.50 if health benefits are offered. But July 2024, we're gonna see minimum wage increase to about $12.
Next, let's talk about your housing costs. The median sales price of single-family homes in Henderson, Nevada has gone up a lot in the last couple of years. Yeah, due to those pandemic factors that we were talking about, everybody moving to Henderson for the sunny weather, low cost of living, etc. So the median price of those single family homes right now is $500,000. Obviously there's a large range in there, but if we are looking at that median, that would put you at about a $3,000 monthly house payment if you put 20% down at today's interest rates.
And you will see some below and above, but again, median price right now. Yeah. And then the rents for Henderson right now are currently going to be an average of $1,782 a month in comparison to Las Vegas, where the average is about $1,500 a month.
Yeah, that's gone up so much. I know when I first moved here, we rented a really nice place for $900 a month.
About 7 years ago.
Yeah.
7 or 8 years ago,
yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
We've definitely seen some changes in Vegas in the past 7 or 8 years, and not just housing, but definitely housing as well. So let's talk about utilities now. According to move.org, we are the 12th least expensive state for utilities, so that's really great.
Yeah.
And then average, you're gonna spend about $375 a month on utilities. About 70% of homes are gas, so that means your dryer is gas, furnace, stove, and then 30% are electricity. So now your electric bill, an average, is gonna be about $150 a month.
Your gas bill, again, on average is about $50 a month. And this is one place where Nevada really does differ from other states. I've heard especially Californians say that our gas here in Nevada is very cheap.
Yes.
Yeah, so, and your water bill will be about $80 a month. In Henderson, your water and sewer bills are lumped together, which is different than in Las Vegas where they'd be separate. And on average, you can expect that bill to be around $80 a month. Next up, we have our internet, which I think most everybody needs these days.
Yes.
You can stream Netflix or Hulu or whatnot, but we do need internet.
I don't even have cable anymore. We just stream everything. So
Us too. And by the way, the cable company out here is usually, most people do Cox. It's very expensive. If you lump everything together with Cox, you'll spend $350 plus.
Yeah, they do kind of have a monopoly, but we are seeing CenturyLink come in and a couple others that are starting to branch out into areas. So it's really nice. We have some options finally.
Exactly. Yeah. And what I budgeted for was for people to get CenturyLink around $120 a month. I get my internet through Cox, and I was able to get that for under $100 too. So
Yeah.
around $100 should cover you for that.
We're pretty good at internet, and we work from home a lot of times, so
Yeah.
that internet speed really does still work for us. Now, your trash is going to be about $50 a quarter, so $17 a month. Now, all of these are averages, so it's going to depend whether you have an apartment, townhome, single-family home. If you have a single-family home with a pool and you're running your heater all winter, your gas bill, or depending on how it's heated, is really going to get up there. So just some things to watch out for. And you can, if there's a house that you're interested in, before you even write an offer, you can call NV Energy, Southwest Gas, and then Henderson Utilities. Give them the address, and they will give you an average of what the bill is. So it's a really great way to kind of see, what you're going to expect before really getting in there with your utilities.
That's such a good tip, and it'll give you an idea of if there's an issue going on. We did that on the house that we bought, and it turned out there was some leakage in the irrigation system because their water bills, which again, if you've got a big house with a pool, even your water bill could be up to $500 a month if you have a leak. It shouldn't be $500 a month.
So if it's that high, then something's going on.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Another good reason to get it checked.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about taxes.
Everyone's favorite.
But actually, if you're moving to Nevada,
it's really not that bad here.
Yeah, it's really important to you because we have such low taxes compared to most other states. So first and foremost, no state income tax.
Woo!
I mean, that's compared to California, where the highest state income tax bracket is 13.1%. So, I mean, a lot of our clients are here 6 months plus 1 day.
Yes.
So they can reap those benefits because especially when you're a high net worth individual, that makes a very big difference.
So much sense. So if you're planning on doing that, give us a call and we'll help you find the right house.
Let's talk about property taxes because that is another way in which you will probably save some money when you're moving to Henderson, Las Vegas area from another state.
Absolutely, especially one of the larger cities we talked about, or states we talked about.
Right, exactly. So they're pretty reasonable here. And actually, in fact, Henderson has a lower property tax rate than the city of Las Vegas and North Las Vegas. Now, how it's calculated is a little bit confusing. It's done on the assessed value of your home. We won't go into that in depth right now, but suffice it to say that the property taxes are about 1% of the sales price. Now, you might be looking at different homes and seeing very different tax rates for similar homes, and it can get really confusing. But it's actually a really, really neat feature that, depending on the home you buy, will provide you with a lot of savings. Because in Henderson and Las Vegas, we have a 3% cap on our property tax increases for owner-occupied properties. Now, this can end up being a little bit confusing because this only applies if it is owner-occupied.
Yes.
So, just to give you an example of how this might work, if you're comparing a $500,000 property, a new construction, let's estimate the property taxes on that as $5,000.
You're 1% there.
Yes, you're 1%. Now, you might, and I see this all the time, be buying an older home that you're purchasing for $500,000, but it's been owner-occupied for years, and the property taxes on that might be $2,500. And the cool thing is, this does not reset upon sale like it does in California.
Yes.
It will you'll lose that 3% cap if it's not owner occupied. So some really cool features for you with our property taxes. Doesn't sound exciting, but it is kind of exciting.
You can get some savings there on the right house.
Yeah, exactly.
So how does Vegas make money to run the city then? Well, one of the ways is going to be our sales tax. It's 8.375%, and there is a hotel occupancy tax. Now, a fun fact about hotels here and some of their taxing, it goes to our libraries. So kind of interesting, but our libraries are really nice for that reason.
They are, yeah. Let's talk about groceries. Move.org says that Nevada is the 8th lowest state for cost of groceries.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it doesn't feel like it because groceries have gone up so much for everyone everywhere, but comparatively, it's lower than other states. And they say that on average, people spend $294 a month per person on those groceries.
All right, so let's talk about transportation.
Yeah.
First off, gas. Now, Nevada is going to be quite a bit more expensive than other states, just like the rest of the West Coast. The average per gallon right now is about $3.18 nationally, and in Nevada, we're at like $4.13 right now. So a little bit on the higher end, about $1 more.
Yeah. And another thing that we need to take into account is your car registration fees.
Yes.
And this is something that I hear a lot of people say that it's very expensive. The nice thing is it's done on the value of your car.
Yes.
So, I mean, you're really going to be
hurt. Which is important.
Yeah. If you're buying a $200,000 Lamborghini, I don't even know if you can get that for...
Yeah. Hypothetically.
Steve will tell me if you can or not. It's going to be a lot more expensive. But to give you an idea, if you're buying a 2-year-old car, that's $20,000. Your annual registration fees will be $311 for that year. If you wanted to go up a little bit higher, a $50,000 brand new car, your registration fees will be about $900. So apparently that is higher than in other states.
Yes.
I don't have much to compare it to.
It's quite a bit higher.
Okay.
I actually saw someone post somewhere the other day that the Nevada DMV is broken because of how high it was to register their car. I wish I knew what kind it was, but I am assuming that it is a newer car. As Kristen said, the newer your car, the higher you're going to have for registration.
Exactly. But this is one of the ways that because we don't have that state income tax, we do need to make some money somewhere. So
you are saving in so many other areas, and you know, the older that your car gets, you know, it will come down a little bit every year.
Absolutely. Now, the very last thing transportation related that I wanted to talk about is your car insurance. Again, this can vary really widely, but something important for you to know is that because Henderson is one of the safest large cities in the U.S., if you have a Henderson zip code, your car insurance is actually cheaper, less expensive, than if you have a Las Vegas zip code.
Yes.
So Steve and I, we pay about just under $300 a month for the two of us for our cars. Obviously, that can vary pretty greatly depending on what kind of car you have, but to give you a rough idea. Let's talk about health insurance. Nevada premiums for health insurance are about 3% higher than the national average. If you're looking for a silver plan on the marketplace, it will run you about $575 per person per month, which to me sounds high, but my clients coming in from California say, oh, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, so to us it does sound really high.
Yeah, it does. But also important to note too that depending on your income level, there's a very good chance that you will qualify for subsidies and drastically lower that amount.
Yes, and a lot of residents working in casinos, you have the bartenders union, culinary workers union, they have really great healthcare benefits. So if you're moving here and you're gonna get a new job here, maybe that's something to consider if healthcare is an important thing to you, and it does sound kind of high. So I know that was quite a bit of information. Let's sum it up to the cost of living compared to some other cities. So we are 33% lower than LA and 30% lower than San Diego.
Yeah, and the cost of living in Henderson is 45% lower than San Francisco.
Wow.
And 47% lower than Honolulu.
That one's not surprising.
Yeah, I know. Right, exactly. Yeah, so like we said, although the costs have gone up, they've gone up across the country.
Everywhere.
So it's still relatively, depending on where you're moving from, relatively affordable. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you are thinking about moving to Henderson or the Las Vegas area, we would absolutely love to help you. We do offer free, no pressure consultations. You can find all of our information at thethomasgrouplv.com, or you can reach us at the number on the screen. This is Catherine, she's extension
6.
And I'm Kristen, I'm extension 2. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in our next video.
Thank you.